Namaste, pranams, vanakkam. I am Nandhiji, and this is the most profound moment of human endeavor, and that is the International Yoga Day. To do yoga is the greatest of all the blessings. The objective of yoga is attainment of consciousness, which is the mother of wisdom. To attain consciousness is receiving the gifts of yoga, which is yogam. Yogam is having created the realities of health, inspiration, happiness in all its forms, the knowing, and being inspired. Yoga is the grace blessings, the path of fires and light. Today, on this sacred, aligned day of International Yoga Day, I would like to share the inner guidances of yoga from the depth of Kalangi Kundalini Yoga teachings, which is the software within our practices to enhance our experience of yoga. So, the first step or the first dimension of yoga is knowing that consciousness is the guru and the guru is consciousness. Yoga helps us attain consciousness. Breath plays an important part. Breath can awaken our journey to take us to the higher platforms of wisdom. So, in our journey, we will go into the experiences of teachings for you, for each of us to be able to hold as practice, to hold as our inner knowing. So in breath is the left breath, which is the moon breath, the right breath, which is the sun breath. 5 times a day, the portal opens within us to connect to source, infinity, God, absolute, void. And those 5 times a day, our breath would have flipped to the right, especially during sunset. The breath automatically flips to the right. And the rest of the time, the breath is on the left, which is the moon breath. When we are depressed, when we are sad, the breath is on the left. So, when we regulate our breath through pranayama, we are creating harmony for the breath, for the mind to follow. So in our yoga is stepping into the awareness of breath and lighting that awareness within ourselves. Press the left big toe down and take a deep inhale, and the breath automatically flips to the left. The moon breath, the breath of rejuvenation, the breath that is when we sleep, we go into the womb within ourselves to rejuvenate. That's the left breath. Press the left breath, take a deep inhale. Inhale from the roots and exhale gently to the left, feeling the moon energy within us, the calm. Press the right big toe down and take a deep inhale and feel the light of inspiration, the light of the sun within us. climb up. So, in breath is the awakening of the moon, which is the divine feminine within each of us. Yoga is the unions on all layers. Yoga is the orgasmic bliss within the unions. When we awaken the goddess within ourselves, we awaken to the nature of the goddess in the form of nurturing, empathy, sustaining, forgiving, compassion, sensitivity, all these beautiful nature of light awakens in us when we awaken the divine feminine. But before we do the inner Om that we will do now, let's set the intent that the divine feminine awakens across the land, across cultures, wherever there is the woman. She awakens in the powers through our intent. And the divine feminine awakens within each one of us. So press the left big toe down. This is the chin mudra. The chin mudra. Hold the chin mudra, because when we hold the chin mudra, our breath automatically regulates itself and we tune into the third eye. We are guided to the third eye automatically. So take a deep inhale from the roots. Hold the breath and we go into the inner Om with the intent of awakening the goddess within ourselves. Inhale, hold the breath, climb up in the retention and go into the inner Om, lifting the focus into the third eye. Inhale from the roots, hold the breath, journey within the third eye, connect to the inner Om as the womb of the goddess, the breathless, sustaining moon of the breath. Rub our palms together, feel the blessings, feel the grace, receive the blessings. Press a right big toe down and take a deep inhale and go down to the roots. When we say Ah, our sun energy awakens, our right breath awakens. Feel the fires of the roots climb up to the crown and settle in the third eye, in the three Ah, we say. Rubbing our palms together, receive the nectar as blessings. So, divine beings, with breath, we realize that our inner journey has begun. So, as a yogi, we would want to journey through consciousness to attain consciousness as a pillar of light within ourselves. This pillar of light within ourselves is the journey. The first is to understand the pillar of light as timelessness, and we are in time. Time has to go through the 24-hour cycles. Time has day and nights and the mind going up and down. Timelessness is that is beyond time, invoke timelessness and define time. So in the first place is a possession. Where do we start our yoga? We start our yoga by lighting our lamp. Light our lamp, get a lamp, light a lamp, if possible to have it in the middle of the room, if possible to have it in the center, it's good, if not in your altar. And when we light a lamp, it's symbolic of lighting our own inner light, our own inner lamp. This is a vital process of yoga, because when we start our yoga, the physical asanas of yoga with our own lamp, we are multiplying the energies of consciousness within ourselves. So this lamp that we would want to have, walk around the lamp. So in this way, we are creating a vortex of energy within ourselves and around ourselves, and creating a temple space where we are. This mantra that we will share with you is to light the starting point of yoga, the Mooladhara chakra, the root chakra, Ganapati, the Lord of success, Ganapati, the Lord of the journey, the inner journey. So when we light the lamp, you could utilize this mantra. When we go into the mantra, no, we are connecting to our gurus. Siddha Rajasamy, Guruji, his Guru Kagabujundar, and the lineage of light that comes through this mantra. Let's say the mantra together and light that mantra as the starting point of our breath. Ring, 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 ang, 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 ung, ung, ung. Ganapatiye namo, Ganapatiye namo, Ganapatiye namo. Ring, ang, ganamani namo. Ring, ang, ganamani. So when we rub our palms together, feel the blessings of awakening our inner fire, of awakening the presence of Lord Ganapati within ourselves as the starting point of the 4 petals within ourselves awakening. So in our daily practice, we recommend utilizing the sun salutation as the hardware, as the physical end of our practice. So when we do our yoga, we'd want to utilize the sun salutation, through which we can peel the layers and layers and layers from out to go within. The sun salutation is powerful as it represents all of yoga benefits. And it's not that time consuming. It could be done within a short period of time, or it could be done the whole day. At the same time, the sun salutation is a sequence that can incorporate these yogic insights. So when we do our sun salutation, the first is our reverence to our mother, every cell of us opening in gratitude, receiving energies of gratitude in connecting to our mother. Press the left big toe down, take a deep inhale, feel our mother, feel every cell in our body in gratitude. The first of our Guru, the mother, rub our palms, receive her blessings. When you do your sun salutation, think of our mother and do the sun salutations from the left breath. Likewise is the right breath. Press the big right toe down, take a deep inhale. Exhale, thinking of our father, and think of every cell of ours in gratitude. Rub our palms and receive the blessings. So with our mother and father, energy, grace of awakening as the first of our gurus of consciousness, we go into the deeper, if we go into the next layer, which is our DNA. When we press the right big toe, take a deep inhale, connect to our father and his father, mother, our grandparents, and the lineages above, seven generations above. Rub our palms together in acknowledgement that here we are, of the 7 generations. Here we are in the grace spirit of representing all the energies of the past and bringing it into light. And of the 7 generations in future that we will share light with, that our light uplifts. Rub our palms in acknowledgement and do your sun salutation. Press your left big toe down, take a deep inhale. Exhale slowly to the left. Think of your mother's mother, grandmother, grandfather, and 7 generations above. And an acknowledgement of the light. We are the light. And all the generations before and after, 7 generations, be the grace blessings. Now is the root chakra, the Ganapati mantra. So we lit the lamp. Now, when we are doing the sun salutation with the mantra, with Ganapati, with the mantra, we are bringing our focus to the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, and the muscles around it. So while doing our sun salutation, feel the energies converge in an exhale and in an inhale from the roots. So take a deep inhale, go down to the roots. Let's say the mantra together. Ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom, ringangung ganamanenamoom. Upon receive the blessings. So divine beings, when doing yoga at the front of our lamp, invoking Ganapati, feel the Muladhara awaken. Feel Mother Kundalini awaken. Feel the grace of our surrender of our realities here. It is so often that we wake up in the morning with a reality that is weighing us down. Surrender these realities. Imagine it to being like a coconut that we will crack the first thing in the morning through our yoga. The coconut we crack is the limitations, the karmic limitations that holds us back, that holds our mind in fear. Crack it. So we do it on the left breath and the right breath. So go down and say the mantra. Ringangunganamanenamoom, 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 ringangunganamanenamoom. The moment we have lit our roots, now the fire within us, the inner fire, ascends upwards. This inner fire is precious. This is the gift. The inner fire is a dance within. And within this dance is the stillness. One of the questions I had in my journey as a yogi, seeking the yogic truth, was, how is it possible for sages like Guru Ayya to sit in meditation for 18 years, drinking 1 cup of milk a day, and then another 7 years in total tapas, not moving at all, totally by themselves, totally as one, that held many? It is being in the dance and experiencing that stillness. And that stillness is timelessness. And when we attain that timelessness, when we come into the realities, we are the dance. We are the magnificence of realities of harmony dancing around through each thought. So, within the mantra is the dance. Attain that dance, and through yoga, through our yogic exhales, find the dance. For this dance represents point zero. Within every yoga posture, through the posture, is the secretive dimension of sthira. Sthira is that dance within, that is absolute zero, that brings our breath back to zero. In other words, while we do our yoga postures, stop at each posture and attain sthira, that point zero within each posture, because yoga represents all the livings. There is thousands of yoga postures representing all the possible living creatures. And every living being, living creature has something very special. When we do yoga, we are awakening that special within us. And when that special awakens, that represents the power of magic called the Siddhi, that power beyond the mind, beyond the limitations of our 5 senses, is the Siddhi. We awaken that Siddhi by observing sthira within each posture. Now, allow the sacred fires to climb up. And when we climb up above the navel is the Guru chakra. Above the navel is where we transcend the limits of the body and the mind. We transcend the limits of hunger, heat and cold, sleep. We begin to experience the state of Turiya. The objective of yoga is awaken the states of Turiya, super consciousness of a yogi. This super conscious state begins at the point above the navel. So at this point is first invoking all the masters who are in spirit in all their forms. The more, the merrier. Then the living masters who are here, shining the radiance. As of this International Yoga Day, as of this moment, the first living master I would like to pay my respects to and my gratitude to is Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who initiated this. Invoke all the masters, Ammachi, Sadguru, Sri Sri, all the beautiful beings. Invoke all the beings above the navel. Above the navel, feel the light lit that by default awakens the third eye. So we are going to say ah, put a finger like the four fingers, put it above, just above the navel, and press this finger, press it down, press it in, and feel the spot above the navel. And we are going to say ah, as we say, as we invoke the light of all the masters to awaken as our inner light. Now, build the focus in the third eye, put a tongue backwards and exhale through the third eye, feeling the light within the third eye as the focus point with a tongue backward. Siva. Si is the spirit. Si is the momentum. Si is the core of infinity. Va is the experience. Va is the goddess. Va is that of now. Siva is that infinity. Within that infinity, the dance. Within that infinity, dance is the awareness. Siva consciousness. Siva. 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 So a mantra that we could utilize above the navel, invoking all the masters, is Jaya Jaya Nata Siva Guru Nata Jai Jaya Nana Nima Guru Nana Jai Jaya Nana Nima Guru Nana Jaya Jaya Nana Nima Guru Nana. Inna Yoga is the first of the blessings of Goddess Saraswati herself, and Goddess Saraswati comes to us in the form of a heart song. The mantra becomes a heart song, and within the heart song is the presence of all that we've invoked through the mantra. So invoke all the masters, let them be a heart song, let them rise from above the navel to the third eye. Clap, because that is the ultimate musical instrument, the most potent and the most beautiful and the most powerful musical instrument are our two hands. Clap. Jaya Jaya Nana Nima Guru Nana 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 Jaya Jaya Nana Nima Guru Nana. Take a deep inhale from the roots. Lift the energy up above the navel, look to the third eye, put a tongue backward and go into that mantra, Jai Jayanatha, Siva Guru Natha. When doing a sun salutation, utilize this principle. Inhale from the roots, lift the energy up above the navel. The moment the energy has been lifted up above the navel, feel the body become like cotton, light. Feel the infinity within ourselves. Feel the grace of all the gurus guiding us, posture by posture, breath by breath, into that circle where all the light is focused within the third eye. So when doing a sun salutation, Inhale from the roots, lift the energy up above the navel. Slowly exhale to the third eye. When you are doing a sun salutation guru to guru, if we have a living guru, it is absolute fortunes of fortunes to have this grace. Connect to the living gurus. When doing a yoga, invoke the gurus. Let the gurus be the inner fire that guides us through from above the navel. Now comes the heart chakra. The heart chakra is where the purification of the mind is complete. The purification of the past is done. The ability to dissolve away the limitations and be the unlimited infinite grace is the heart chakra. The heart chakra begins with the greatest and the grandest question, and that is, what is the grandest and the greatest question? That question is, who am I? And the answer to who am I is, am I that infinite infinity? Am I that soul that is in the body, enshrined in this body? Am I the heart that dwells in all the living? So going to the mantra Rama, 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 Ram, and connect to that infinite infinity, and keep the fingers as this, the chin mudra, throughout this particular process, so we can experience that infinity and that beingness. Rama 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 Rama. Feel the golden light within ourselves, our soul awake. The Siva Lingam is shaped in the form of ourselves as a soul awake residing in the body. This is also the same experience of infinity as in the shape of the lingam. So visualize the golden being in the form of a lingam, dwelling as the I within ourselves. Rama 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 Rama. Rub our palms and receive the blessings of a higher self. Feel the heart chakra, the heart of oneness, the heart that throbs as life force. Rama 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 Rama. When we do a yoga, abundance comes to us naturally. This abundance comes to us first as in the form of inspiration. And with inspiration comes abundance to support that inspiration. And this is the grace of Goddess Lakshmi, the grace of the Goddess of Abundance, Narayani. So from the heart chakra, connect to the fluidity of the moment, connect to the inner states of joy, connect to the innermost joyful flow. This flow is the nature of Turiya, the higher conscious mind of a yogi. Narayani, 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 Narayani. These are prayers. We are bringing timelessness as medicine into time. Where there is shortages, where there is poverty, where there is the limits, may it be transcended with this mantra. May it be transcended with the flow of grace of this moment and of our yoga. Now, climb up to the next layers. The layers when we've woken up ourselves and we're experiencing now 1,000,000 lifetimes in one life. Here is the moment when we would want to dissolve away all that which holds us back in several ways of karmic imprints. We want to surrender all that is darkness into our light. And this light is the unlimited, the timelessness that flows. And this is the throat chakra. The same mantra, Siva, and visualize the blue sky and feel the clearance of energy fields through the throat chakra. All of the past lives negated. All of the past lives karma has become dharma. The limits has become unlimited. All that which is holding us back has become the potential. Receive the blessings. The objective of yoga is consciousness. It is attainment of light, attainment of being the pillar of light. And this pillar of light is within each one of us, dwelling as the unspoken word, dwelling as that word which when awake, that mantra when awake, is the form of bliss. Om Namah Shivaya. So when we say the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, let that energy, let that source of Om Namah Shivaya come from within out. We will say 3 Oms. We will say 3 Ah, and from within generate the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. This, as we say the mantra, feel the pillar of light that we are. Merge breath with source. Surrender breath to the breathlessness. Let the resonance be the light within ourselves. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 When we say the mantra, our crown chakra naturally awakens. Now comes the yoga of the sages, which is the 5 elements. When we unite into the 5 elements, which is earth, water, fluidity, fire, air, infinity. So when we say the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, now we are ready to connect to the 5 elements whom we truly are. So when you say the mantra to the earth element, feel the body, feel the healing, feel the energy, feel the blessings of the mantra in our physical realities. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 In our human realities, we are tied down, especially in terms of relationships, if relationships are made happier, our energy field is enhanced. The element of water, the element of fluidity is where relationships are, where we are in the field of all of humanity. We are in the field of the flow of karma. Let light shine. Let all the healing necessary to all around us be. Feel the element of fluidity, the flow. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Now comes the fire element. The inner fire is the gift of awakening that we receive in our yoga journey. And this inner fire is Mother Kundalini awakening in us in all her forms through all the realities. And each of the realities where there's source union, there is fires. The thought is the product of our inner fire. So when we are saying the mantra into the element of fire, feel that we are showing the harati, the lamp, the appreciation fires of ourselves to the pillar of light within ourselves. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Connecting to the breath and air. Beyond breath is wisdom, samadhi states. Here is the yogi aligned to the dance within, where wisdom is from the inner silence, where the inner guru has woken up, where the guru within each is flowing as the light of consciousness. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Step outside into the infinity. The grandest and the greatest word that has been used by all the masters, by all the poets, by all the sages, for all of the past, is the word freedom. Yoga is freedom. Yoga is being liberated. Yoga is understanding we are the child of the infinite. So, step into the void infinity within ourselves. That infinity that covers all the universes of universes of universes are within our infinity. This is Siva. This is Siva consciousness. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. With this is the grace of Lord Shiva, of consciousness, of timelessness, as our blessings of presence. Now, when we descend into the human realities, when we descend from the higher states of the mind, we would, from spirit, we would want to awaken the higher states of mind. We want to be grounded in aligning this light in our realities. And this is Lord Vishnu. This is the power of the mind awake. touch the tip of our nose. Take a deep inhale from the roots. Come into the heart chakra. Exhale slowly through the tip of the nose. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. When you say this mantra, bring the focus to the tip of the nose and the light going all the way into the third eye. When we say the mantra, we are allowing the abundance of light in all the forms to flow through us in our doings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Receive the blessings. So divine beings. Through our yoga is having invoked the light, awakened the goddess, climbed up to the Guru, awakened the heart, cleared our karmic limitations from the throat chakra, awakened the crown chakra to receive the grace of infinity, of timelessness, then stepping into the time which is the mind, which is the awake states of consciousness, the states of Turiya. This yoga day was originally intended for Mahasivaratri that happens once a year, for the reason that when we do yoga, the attainment of yogam, the objective of yoga, is observed during the Mahasivaratri period, Siva consciousness. To step into the sleepless sleep, the higher conscious states of the mind of the masters, attaining the higher conscious states of Turiya, we have reached the master, we have reached the Guru. We have come here to do our highest purpose. In our knowing, Siddhi is awakened. When we are with the light, we are served by light. And that which is served by light is our special, unique geniuses of each, awakening. And with the heart song, our wisdom now from within is the grandest and the greatest realities that shifts humanity. So today, when all of us are doing yoga, in reality, it is powerful prayers of each coming together as in the oneness of this auspiciousness, where we share the breath, where we share the inner journey, where we share the grace of awakening and the joys of being. In these joys of being, health comes naturally. Wisdom is of each thought. The realities of a heart desire unfolds in our heart's doings. We are inspired beings. In the heart song, the most beautiful expression of yoga is happening. So congratulations to each one of us on this beautiful journey into yoga as in oneness. Om Namah Shivaya.